We're talking about the top 7 candidates for the LSU football job, and there's a twist at the end. Who's emerged as maybe the top candidate? Hello, everybody. Coach Human here. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're breaking down the biggest question in college football right now. The biggest question in college football: who is going to be the next LSU head coach? And we've got 7 names on this list who could end up in Baton Rouge as the next head coach of the Tigers, where all eyes will be on them nationally. But yes, one of the candidates possibly is Nick Saban. So let's get into it. First, Mike Norvell. You might know Norvell is probably a disputable candidate here, as he's at Florida State. He took him to the playoff, restore some of their swagger, but then fell off. He's smart, he's structured, puts offensive points on the board, but overall the program has been okay, even though he has those Louisiana ties. LSU is looking for a coach that can help them win big and win early. Norvell is a possible candidate for them, but I think unlikely. Number two, Luke Fickle, if he's willing to leave Wisconsin and leave the Big Ten. He's a guy who's built great cultures. He did a great job taking Cincinnati to playoff. He's building up with Wisconsin. He's disciplined, defensive first, and about structure and accountability. LSU loves that, and LSU has great defensive players, kind of mindset that could reset the whole program. My concern, obviously, he hasn't done anything in the SEC. He's never coached there, so that could be a dilemma there. The third candidate, I think, is definitely one who's going to be one of the finalists if they decide to go in that direction. Is Danny Lanning from Oregon? He's aggressive. He's a great football coach. Has SEC ties as he was at Georgia. He was at Alabama. He's an elite recruiter, defensive architect who helped build Georgia's championship teams. If LSU wants to go bold and future focused, Lanning is the guy. He's done a great job at Oregon. He's relatively new to coaching. LSU expect titles, not potential, but Danny Lanning has that big time potential. Marcus Freeman, I don't think is truly really a candidate. I don't think they're going to go Notre Dame route again, but he brings energy, leadership, and defensive mindset. He's very well respected among his players. He's a fantastic football coach, doing very well with Notre Dame competing. If LSU wants a young voice who can connect with players and recruit nationally, Freeman could be a fit. But like Lanning, he needs time to adjust to the SEC pressure cooker, especially LSU, and embracing Louisiana mindset. Number 5 is currently the interim coach, Frank Wilson, fantastic recruiter. He's been at LSU for a while. He's a steady hand inside the building. He's probably not going to be the coach, highly unlikely. But if LSU wants to bridge the gap until they get the big hire they want, if they don't get the candidate they want, he could keep everything rolling. He's respected by the players' community, great recruiter. His job might demand somebody obviously a lot longer term, which I do not think he will be a candidate. Number 6, I think, is one that was rumored to be offered 81 million, which was Lane Kiffin. Ole Miss knows is now where he's at, and he's a fantastic coach. He's got a great offense. He's a lot of fun. He's got the most fantastic tweets of everybody, and he's a headline magnet. That's exactly why LSU fans would like him. They like that pizzazz, that style. He's proven winner in the SEC. His offenses are explosive. He has fantastic swagger, and he has that fun mindset that will go along with LSU, along with his winning determination. Can he handle that? Will LSU be willing to handle the Kiffin experience? If they can, he most entertaining, high upside coach and choice there. And number 7, the wild card here, and has emerged as a possible candidate, is Nick Saban. Yep, you heard it right. Nick Saban's name always floats around with these big jobs, especially LSU, since he won a national championship there in 2003. And he's still the standard, the best coach in college of all time. So they are actively having discussions that he could be a guy. So we'll find out. Could he actually return? Probably not. But if you're an LSU fan and you don't at least make that call, you're not doing your job, because Nick Saban as an analyst is great, but maybe he gets bored and is looking to come back into college football. It will be the ultimate college football plot twist. Um, I think that there's the bottom line is going to be that if LSU wants flash and instant offense, Lane Kiffin, if they can get him away from Ole Miss. If they want discipline and structure, Luke Fickle possibly, Dan Lanning. Dan Lanning brings explosiveness, youth, and long-term vision. I think that's Dan Lanning. And if they want a legendary shockwave, something that will make a lot of recruits want to come there immediately, well, you make the call to Nick Saban. This is Coach Schumann. Thanks for watching. As always, make sure to like, subscribe, drop your pick in the comments below. Who should lead the Tigers? Should it be Lane Kiffin, Nick Saban, Marcus Freeman, Dan Lanning, Luke Fickle, Coach Wilson, Curtis Wilson? If you ask me, the guy who I think will get offered a job and will turn it down will be Ole Miss's Lane Kiffin, and I think that the guy will get the job and will come there is Dan Lanning. That's the guy to me who I think would be up to that challenge. But I've been wrong before. I'm curious to think your thoughts and who you think will be the next coach. Dan Lanning seems to be the guy who could be the best fit, the right guy at the right time. And if he's interested, you never know. Nick Saban could be coming back to college football, which would be exciting. I would root for that as well. Until next time, who's going to be the next LSU coach?